Shalom Aleichem, Rabbi Yid.
Hey, how are you?
So I remembered that I wanted to look up the Maharsha because part of my thing with people of this corner or the Jordan
Yeah,
Peterson sphere, excuse me, is I was thinking we did the Ben Yehoyada and there isn't another one until Daf Hay, but
yeah.
I'm looking at the Maharsha right now, and which I should have probably looked up before, but. Do you have the Maharsha or you do not have the Maharsha?
I don't, but we can pull it up.
On
Um,
does Safaria have a Maharsha? Probably does.
of course. So what do you mean?
Of course, they have everything. Uh,
It's the Amazon of Torah. It's got it all. Um, which excuse me, which civic marsha do you want to see?
well, I was just gonna look up everything that the Maharsha has to say on what we've done.
Holy everything!
How much Maharsha is there?
We'll see. Hold on a
I'm
second.
looking. There isn't that much. The first one is on the Mishnah, and we can skip that one. But I'm looking at the second one. It's Daf Bet Amud Bet. It says the Pirush Rashi B'divrei Hamaskil Matchil. You- uh, Um, the Ashkenazis gets to me in Divrei Hamatchil. Um, Halvaot Chulu Mitztarfen Beperek Sheni Gabe Aiden Chulu Ad Kan Lashono Ken Tzarich Lihiot. Tosot b'divrei hamachil divrei hakol cholu ve'im tomar ki hecha de alfina nadrisha v'chakira cholu nilaf nami le'inyan shlosha umumchim cholu ad kan lashona hachi kasha lahu lefi svarat hamakshe davada yada hamakshe hach drisha de Rabbeinu Hananel, I guess.
I don't have it, so I can't follow along.
It doesn't have it?
It has doesn't have the classic. It has something, but not the classic commentary. I don't know what the deal is.
Really? Here, let me look it up. Um, I think my Safaria skills might be a little bit better than yours, but we will
Okay, I won't take that personally.
we will see who has more Safaria skills. So here we are on Safaria and Talmud and Sanhedrin and
So look
commentary.
at the commentary and then nothing.
Maharam Chef. Yeah, the problem is you have to find. Here, let me try it this way. Maharsha. Chidushe Agadot on Talmud.
Yes, I saw that, but I'm not sure if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, the first one is on 5A. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess,
so that's specifically for Agatha.
yeah, so, which also, the Ben Yehoyada is also, the next one is on 5A. Yeah, I must have been looking at Chidush. Yeah, this is what I was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's Chidushei Halachot, I guess I've never actually seen it. Oh, am I looking at Chidushei Halachot in the back? I am. I didn't realize there was a separate
I
Chidushei.
didn't. I think it's all in my memory. It's all this. It's all one parish, one commentary.
Yeah, that's my. Oh, yeah, it says Chidushei Halachot va'agadot. So how they separated it out, I have zero clue. But apparently, Safaria decided to separate them out for us. How lucky we are. Anyway, so I guess we can just do the Chidushei Agadot.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I assume that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to get some of the like.
Yeah, that's why I said Marsha and Ben Yehoyada.
Okay, so when we get to, we have to wait till we get to five, to page five. Hey,
Are we ever going to get to page 5? I'm
what
joking.
do you mean run a roll?
We are. You go so much faster than I would. But that's 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 expected of Rav Daniel Shalom Hacharif.
That's true. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Where were we?
We're up to the two dots. Tanur Rabbanon.
Which two dots on Gimel Amud
Gimel and
Beis?
Bays.
The first two dots is
It's like
Shlosha Minalon.
we're like 10 lines from the bottom.
10 lines from the bottom. Tanur Rabbanan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tanur Rabbanan. Dine Maonot B'Shlosha. Rabbi Omer B'Chamisha. Kedei Sheyigmor Hadin B'Shlosha. Atu Betlata. Mi Logamar Dina Batre Hachikamar. Oy. So Rebbe says that even you have to have three people agreeing in the end. So you have five judges, so that whatever decision they come to, there will be three people who have that
Right.
thing. And then the Gemara is asking on this brisa, I guess. Atut bitzlata milo gamardina batre hachikamar. Um, my Aramaic is not as good as yours.
I don't know what this means either, so we're on the same page. Atul Batlasa Milo Gawardina Betray. My understanding of it is, I don't. Basically, we're saying Dini Modus is Mishlosha. That's the first opinion. But Rebbe says that you have to have five. That way, you can have three that are in the majority. But Atul Batlasa you lower did a betray. But if you have three, you should have two that are in the majority. It's basically what it's saying. But I don't really understand that question so well because his whole point is not about the majority, but it's about that it's the majority plus having three as the amount of people that are in the majority, right? So I don't really
Oh,
understand the
so
question.
atu bitzlata more than. Let's see what Rashi says. Atu. Well, hold on. כדי שיגמר הדין, אם יחלקו שיהיה שלושה רוב ונלך אחריהם. עטו, כי הווה תלתה מקרא, מי לא גמר דינה betray.
Right. Meaning when you had three in the beginning without bringing up the idea of five, right?
Yeah.
Milo Gavardino Betray, you could have
What?
ruled
Why
that.
is it not good enough to have two?
Correct. Meaning that's what the Gemara is asking. Meaning because 2 to 1 is the majority, obviously. Why do you need to have five? I don't really understand this whole question because that Rebbe's whole point is it's the majority plus an additional plus having three in that majority, right? Rebbe's sort of saying that
Yeah.
it's not
I
just
don't
about the
understand the
majority.
question.
Yes, I don't really understand. I don't know. You don't understand. Wait, you agree with me that the question doesn't make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't understand it either.
מפני גמר דין, שצריך שלושה בגמר דין. הכי כאמר, מפני שגמר דין בשלושה, אילמה כסבר תלתה כתיבה בגמר דינה, כתיבה מגדף בה, so it's making a correction on the um, saying of The Rabbana. No, hold on.
Oh, I understand. I understand now the issue.
No.
Rabbi Abachuisha Kadeshi Gomer had the art scroll help me out on this one. Kadeshi Gomer had the
To cheat with the art scroll that quickly, I was like, we're gonna try to figure it out a little bit without the art scroll. Yeah,
gotcha.
go ahead.
The initial point is that when Rebbe says Chamisha Kadeshi Gomer had the Mishlosha is that the Gemara understands this to mean that he needs five for the majority. That's why he's saying five. Meaning that not because you need three in the majority. We're understanding it initially to mean we just need five for a majority, which is a I don't understand why we'd even have that understanding. Like to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like that's really
So,
not complicated arithmetic, but that's how
so
art
look at
explaining it.
the difference between what the what you call it what the Gemara teaches the brisa, right? So
Yeah.
the original brisa is Kadesh Yigmar Hadin Bishlosha, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they teach it Hachikamar Mipnei Shegamar Din Bishlosha. So what's the difference between Kadesh Yigmar Hadin Bishlosha and Mipnei Shegamar Din Bishlosha?
Because the way art school explaining it, I don't really. I wouldn't have read this in the words, but the way art school is explaining it is that the first one is saying that um,
Oh, you know what?
the second one is saying "Mipnei shegamar din b'shlosh," that you need to have the din
Right.
agreed upon by three people. And the first one is saying "Kidei shegamar din b'shlosha," that you have a majority. Like
Right. What's the Havamina? The Havamina is Hitzilu Ha'eda. I think that's it. Right? V'shaftu Ha'eda v'Hitzilu Ha'eda. By Dine Nafashos, you have to have V'Hitzilu Ha'eda. If you don't have V'Hitzilu Ha'eda, you can't have a Gemar Din. Verstehst?
I don't remember. I don't. Wasn't Ada about? I don't remember how
So
when Ada.
by Dine, so in the Torah it says by capital punishment, right? It says v'shaftu ha'eda, and then it says v'hitzilu ha'eda. That's why we end up with 23. Remember,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have anybody arguing the other side, if you don't have anybody arguing the other side, then you can't have um, a valid din nafashos,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So the way that Rebbe could be read is that the din has to be 3-2. Let's say you had five, and all five of them agreed, right? Then
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a din because all five are agreeing. There's no hitzilo ha'eda. So, but the Gemara, as I understand it, is saying no. It's not kadesh yigmar hadin bishlosha. It's mipnei shegamar din bishlosha. That you have to have three who are thing, and that actually goes with Rashi, right? Atu ki havitzlata me ikra mi lo gamar dina betray mipnei gamar din shetzarch shlosha begamar din. I think that's what Rashi said. Where was that? Rashi Atu. Atu. Ki havitzlata me ikra mi lo gamar dina betray mipnei gamar din shetzarch shlosha begamar din. Yeah, I think that's the chiluk. The chiluk is whether or not you have to have dissenting rabbis.
I understand that just to mean that he believes you have to have three total that are in agreement. That's it. That's Rebbe's chiddush.
Right, but you could have read the original statement, Yigmor Hadin Bishlosha, as requiring that it only be three.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Right? If you had four or five, then it's not a din.
That you lose me on.
You need dissenters. You need that is a requirement that some B'tei Din have, is that there be dissenters.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, some, like by Dina Nafashas, if it's a unanimous opinion of Chiyuv, then it's batal. The din is batal.
Got it. Okay.
I think that's what he's saying. That's what the Gemara is saying about what Rebbe said. Atu bitlata milo gamar dina betray hechikama mipnei shegamar din b'shlosha ilema kasavar tlata ki kative begamar dina kative megadef ba.
Sorry. So all right. So Alma Kasav Tlasa Ki Ksivi Bandira Ksivi. So we see when Rabbi talks about three, he's specifically talking about that the verdict needs to have three, right? That's how he knows you have to have five.
Yeah,
What pasuk are they talking about? They're talking about
that's
again.
exactly what I was wondering. Yeah, what
We
pasuk?
learn like from the original. The way we learned it originally is from Elohim Elohim from like the
Right.
three times mentioned. I assume we're talking about the same thing,
Yeah, that's where we get three from.
right? And then it looks like Ravo gets really upset about this because Megadef means like the curse, I think. So
Yeah.
the Gemara gets violent. Megadef Baravo, he gets upset about this, and I guess he says, "Elamiyata tehei sanhedrin gadol tzricha me'ev arba ve'echad." Oh,
Right? He's
um,
saying if you're going to require that a normal Beit Din have three, then
right,
you're going to require a Sanhedrin to have 141.
right. That way, you know for sure you'll have 71 in agreement. V'tehei sanhedrin gadol tzricha arba ve'chamisha. Kadeshi Yigmar Din B'Shlosh Esrim. Yeah, this is really weird. I like how he's basically mocking Rebbe. I
Yeah.
understand. Um,
Ela asfa li shivim ish amar Rahmana meshat asifa shivim v'shaftu ha'eda v'etzilu ha'eda nami משעת שביתת העדה, הכינמי, ונקרא בעל הבית אל האלוהים.
Mishas Kriva Shlosha, right? So this is the Kriva is talking about like the initial,
Approach.
right? Initial approach, right? Right.
So actually, no. I think Rabbi Abahu is Megadef in this understanding of Rabbi.
Correct.
Eli haina time of the Rabbi, Asher Yashiun Elohim, Trey Namar, Elohim, lamata. V'nemar Elohim lamala, ma lamata shnayim af lamala shnayim. Ve'ein beit din shakol masifin aleihem od echad.
Uh, so,
Hare kan chamisha.
so he has a whole different understanding of the psukim because he says Elohim is plural.
Right. So
Right.
this is how Rabbi Abahu understands Rebbe.
Right. Yeah, I
That
should have been
he
more
has
accurate.
derived from the fact that Elohim is Lashon Rabin.
Right, and I should be more accurate. Ravo is not mocking Rebbe; he's mocking our understanding of Rebbe.
Correct.
Right. Um, the Rabbanan Yershuin Ksiv, and the Rabbanan um, Yershuin Ksiv.
It's funny that the Gemara suddenly has a punctuation after Kasiv.
It has a punctuation. What?
After Kasiv, there's a period there. That's rare.
No, I don't see that in mine. I guess it
Oh.
varies. Um, oh, if you look at Rashi in the bottom on the page before, it says Yershun Lashon Rabin. Lamati Yershun Lakim Lamala Adalhim Yevo.
Yeah.
And then the rabbis are saying Yershun without the vav, which is, I guess, not Lashon Rabin, like Rashi's saying before. Meaning Ravo, our interpretation of
Oh.
Rebbe is without the vav, and the one on the top is with the vav. The one who's our interpretation of Rebbe is with the vav, which is Rabin, and the Rabbanan are saying it's without the vav.
Oh, okay. So they're darshaning the fact that there's no vav there.
Right, even though our interpretation of Rebbe was with the vav. No, our interpretation of Rebbe had to do with Elohim, which is
Yeah.
plural.
No,
But
we're talking about the question of because it says Tanu Rabbanon Dine Mamanot B'Shlosha, right? And then it says Rebbe Omer, right? So we answered up what Rebbe's saying, and we're going back to okay. So what did the Rabbanan how are they darshaning?
right. That the fact that you only need three, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amar Rav Yitzchak bar Yosei, Amar Rav Yochanan Rebbe v'Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz ubeit Shammai v'Rabbi Shimon v'Rabbi Akiva kulahu sfira lehu yesh em lamikra. So in the Torah there should be um, matras lectionai is
Oh,
what you
this is
call.
like Yesh Aim the Mikra versus Yesh Aim the Masuras. This is like Mikra means the way you read it, and Masuras means
No,
the
no,
way
no,
it's written.
the way it's written.
Right, and Masuras is the way it's passed down to be read. Meaning, I assume this conversation is happening because we just debated about your shoe and it's with a vav or without a vav.
Correct.
Okay. So what's the
Right.
argument? It's like where is it?
So there are three letters. There are three letters that are em lamikra: vav, yud, and hey. And the
In general, you mean?
what?
In general, that's
Those
like
are those are the three em lamikra, emot lamikra.
why not also Gimel? Like what? Why are you saying those three letters?
Oh, because you can write chaser of amale the same word,
Oh,
right?
interesting. I
Yeah,
didn't know specific letters. Interesting. Okay,
yeah. So you can write the same word with or without the emot lamikra,
got it.
right? So some of them say there is, and some of them say there isn't. I mean that we darshan whether or not there is or there isn't.
Right.
Okay. I mean that batar kriya azlinan dehi ikar. Yesh em lamikra batar kriya azlinan dehi ikar.
Right.
Rebbe Rebbe Hadam Amran, Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz, the Tanya
Wait, so Elam Mikra doesn't mean the way it's written. It means the way it's read.
Em Lamikra means whether or not it's written Malev Chaser, right?
Right.
So your shiun here is written Chaser. If you believe there is M Lamikra, right? That
Yeah.
means that when you have um, when it's written chaser or male, you can darshan it.
Right.
If you say not, okay, it doesn't matter. We read it yarshion either way.
Right.
So there's nothing to darshan. It doesn't matter if there's a emla mikra or not.
Right.
Yesh emla mikra. Rabbi Hadam Rina the Amram. Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz the Tanya she'elu talmidim at Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz. Okay, I have no idea what's going on.
Well, we just mentioned Rebbe Yehuda ben Roetz, right? That they agree that they all believe Aim Lamikra. So I assume we're going to try to prove that he says that. So the Tanya Shalom Talmidim Mr. Yehuda ben Roetz. They asked Yehuda ben Roetz, his students asked him, Ekrani Shivim. I
Oh,
can
Sha'alu Talmidim et Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz. Okay. Akra ani shivim yachol ani shivim. I don't know what that verse is.
Where is that? It's talking about.
It's a Vayikra Yud Beis. Hey, now you've gotten me doing Ashkenazis. Ve'im nekava teled v'tam a shvuayim kenidata v'shishim yom v'sheshet yamim teshev al demei tahara. That's the verse. Akra ani shivim yachol. Oh, shvuayim. Oh, yeah. So it's shvuayim, but it's written chaser.
Oh, so it could be read as Shivim.
Yeah,
Read as 70.
yeah. Yachol tehei yoledet nekeva tama shivim. Right? It's not 2 weeks, but it's 70 days.
You can read it that way, right?
Amalahan tima v'tihar bezachar v'tima v'tihar b'nekav ma keshet tihar bezachar b'nekeva kuflayim af keshmita bezachar b'nekeva kuflayim lachar sheyatzu yatsa umachzer acharehem. So this is when she's born. When she gives birth to a male, it's 1 week, and when she gives so Oh, right. So there's
Got it. So
because it's 1 week and 33 by. We should probably just pull up the what you call it the verses and read it inside. Vayikra Yud base. Vayikra is Leviticus.
yes, sir.
Yud base. Hashem spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelite thus: When a woman at childbirth bears a male, she will be impure 7 days. She will be impure as at the time of her condition of menstrual separation. On the 8th day, the flesh of the foreskin shall be circumcised. She shall remain in a state of blood purification for 33 days. She shall not touch any consecrated thing, nor enter the sanctuary until her period of purification is complete." Right? So there's two time periods here. There's the week and the 33 days by a male. Ve'im nekeva teled. If she bears a female, she shall be impure 2 weeks. Shvu'ayim, but it's written chaser kenidata. V'shishim yom v'sheshet. So it's twice the 33 days that is required for male. So he says just like the first one is. So he's not darshaning mala v'chaser. He's just
He's explaining it, but then he will darshan. He will get to it. He will darshan it.
he will, okay.
After he does his whole thing, then he says, "By the way, we could have just done this by saying Yeshem Lemikra." That's really what.
Right after they were fine with that, he goes after them and he says, Amar lahem, atem zkukim lechach shvuayim karinan v'yesh em lamikra.
Right. So you don't even need my entire speech of explaining it. Just by saying Yeshem Lemikra, you know that you read it Shvuayim and not Shivim.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Beit Shammai, the Tanan Beit Shammai, Omrim kol hanitnin al mizbeach hachitzon shenatan b'matana achat kifar shneimar v'dam zavcha yishafech ubechatat shtei matanot ubeit Hillel omrim af bechatat shenatan b'matana achat kiper. Va'omer Rav Huna my time ad Beit Shammai kranot hare kan shesh arba lemitzvah v'shtayim la'akev. Ubeit Hillel omrim karnat hare kan arba. Oh, so they're in those verses. Let's go look up those verses. Which verses are those? Vayikra Daled. The end of Vayikra Daled. Hmm. ולקח הכהן מדמה באצבעו ונתן על קרנות, it's written חסר, מזבח העולה ואת כל דמה ישפוך אל יסוד המזבח ואת כל חלבה יסיר כאשר הוסר חלב מעל זבע השלמים והקטיר הכהן המזבח לרח. This is Karnot also here in verse 34 written chaser. They're both written chaser. There's two that are written chaser. I guess everywhere in the rest of the Torah it's written male, or no. So verse 18, Karnot, also written chaser. So I guess there's four in this chapter that where it's written chaser.
I have no idea. I don't even understand the argument. Like,
The argument is whether or not you darshan the fact that it's written chaser.
no, but what are we even talking about? We're saying whether or not like he sprinkles the blood on the altar.
Here on it's written male in verse 7.
Okay.
So yeah, so Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel are having a discussion about whether or not. So it looks like in this chapter there's four total karnot, and one of them is male, the other three are chaser, and Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel are disagreeing on whether or not you can learn from the ones that are chaser to the ones that are male. I mean, learn from the one that's male to the ones that are chaser. בית שמאי אומרים כל הניתנין על מזבח החיצון שנתן במתנה אחת כיפר שנאמר בדם זבחיך ישפך ובחטאת שני מתנות ובית הלל אומרים אף בחטאת שנתן במתנה אחת כיפר ואמר רב הונא מאי תימא דבית שמאי קרנות 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 הרי כאן shesh arba'a lamitzvah. I don't understand that word shesh. What does it mean shesh arba'a? Is it sas arba'a?
No, so it's six because it's three mentions of Kronos and they're all plural.
Oh, okay. Harekan shesh arba'a lamitzvah v'shtayim la'akev. So it's mentioning the word kranot three times. Three times.
Right.
So Torah or Hashalem has the various verses. They're all in Vayikra Dalid. So verse 25, verse 30, and verse 34 are all chaser. Harekan shesh arba lemitzvah. Oh, because each kranot is two, so you have three
Correct.
kranot which are chaser.
Correct.
and each one is 2. So you have 6 total, right?
Mhm.
Arba lamitzvah v'shtayim la'akev. So 4 are the ones that are required, 2 are me'akev, meaning that you have to do at least 2 in order to have it be kosher. Ubeit Hillel omrim kranot kranot kranot. Harei kan arba gimel lamitzvah v'achat la'akev. So since there's one that is male and 2 that are chaser, harekan arba, you have 4 total. Gimel lamitzvah va'achat la'akev.
I don't get it. What is a chronos in relation to the altar?
Yes.
Like,
There are the 4 corners, and when
right.
you sprinkle the blood, you sprinkle all 4 of them. The
Got
question
it.
is, what if he only sprinkled 1 or 2 or 3,
Got it. Okay.
right?
Got it. So it's not literal horns. Okay. Understood.
No. It's the
Right.
corners of the altar.
Got it.
Yeah,
So right. So the different. So it says it's 6, but there isn't even 6 corners. There's only 4 corners total. So the corner. So it's a mitzvah to do 4, but you have to at least do 2. And Beis Hillel says it's a mitzvah to do 3, but you have to at least do 1.
correct. The ema kulahu la mitzvah kapara b'kdei lo ashkachan. B'kdei lo ashkachan. Should I do it here?
Right. So if you read Rashi, Be'ema Beis Hillel kula mitzvah. For Beis Hillel, all 4 should be for a mitzvah. Hakulu tzriki, because you need all 4. Lemechtav the mitzvah. Ve'ikav dechad menalu. How does he know that one of them is ma'akev? Like one of them is what's gonna is what you absolutely need to do. Ema afal pishalo nasan klum kiper. He should say, even if you didn't do any, it should still be you should still be able to atone. I don't understand that. Um,
The ema labeit hillel kulahu la mitzvah. V'ha kulahu tzricha lemichtav la mitzvah. Ve'ekuv dachada mana lahu. Ema alpha pi shalom nitan klum kipar.
Oh, okay. I think I understand it because you go back to Beis Shammai's. We have to go back to how we're interpreting Beis Shammai because the way we're interpreting Beis Shammai is this. It has 3 mentions of chronos, which is plural, so you have 6, right?
Wow.
And you won't, we know there's only 4 corners. So the way Beis Shammai views it is it's 4 that are. He uses let's say it like this. He uses 2.
4 is lechatchila, 2 is b'diavad.
No, 4 lechatchila, 2 is
Yeah.
b'diavad,
Yeah.
right? 2 is necessary. But that's how he gets 6. But Beis Hillel should believe that 4 is lechatchila and 0 b'diavad,
Because
right?
they say it's all the same because they don't. because they don't hold of Emlamikra.
So he answers Kabara Vichli Lo Ashkechan. I guess it's just common sense. You can't have kapara if you don't at least do one. So now I think we go to another. We go to another example of this argument about Yeshem Lemasura.
Emlamikra, yeah. Rabbi Shimon.
Titania Shtayim Kilchasan Shlish Zafil Tefach. So we're going to a
Sukkot,
sukkah.
yeah.
How do you say sukkah in English? Is there an English word for it? How does it go?
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle. They got to get a different word for that. That's terrible.
Booth.
Especially because you
Some
can
people do festival of booths.
because you could confuse it with a temple, like a tabernacle, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so there's so people. Well, first of all, sukkah is dome la mishkan,
Yeah,
but
but it's not good. This is not good PR. Like,
festival
yeah,
of booths.
very poor branding.
I'm sorry.
Um, okay, so we got
So you
Steinfeld.
need two walls, and
Right,
the third can be even a tefach long.
right. Rishimon over social glass and reveals with that. Rishimon says you need three that are real walls, and a fourth could even be just a tefach, just like a foot or so. The Ma'ikabifagi, Rabbanan Savar Yesh Aim Lamasaras, Rishimon Savar Yesh Aim Lamikra. So one believes there's Yesh Aim Lamasaras, and one holds there's Yesh Aim Lamikra. Rabbanan Savar Yesh Aim Lamasaras. Besukas, besukas, besukas. Harikan Arba. Dalchad, Kral Legufei. So you have um, sukas, sukas, and sukos. So it's two singular and one plural. That's four total. Harikan Arba. That gives you four. Chad Kral Legufei. You need one of the pesukim to actually teach you that you're obligated to sit in a sukkah. Pashlu Twas. Then you have three left. Asi Hilchasa Gerasa Lashlishes Vilkimta Atefach. Um, hmm. Let's see what Rashi says. Asi Hilchasa Damrinan Hasa Mechitzas O Halachim Moshe Messinai Umekmina Legrola Dofin Asya. Basically, he learns out there's Halachim Moshe Messinai that somehow allows us to make that wall smaller, that fourth wall.
I mean, I guess I mean they're darshaning the fact that it's that those two sukkot are chaser and one of them smaller.
No, but Allah Moshe Messina, I don't think it's based off of that. I think it's a separate thing.
No, halacha lamoshe mesina is what do we darshan it as, right? The question
Oh
is, okay, so there's a mala and chaser here. So what do you say that means? It has to be a halacha lamoshe mesina. You can't just make up whatever you think.
no, but the way they're reading suka suka suko, so you have four total, right? The rest of the way, I think, is not based off of that, right? Because it's like Harikan Arya four. You need one to give you the actual shot that you're and then you have three left. So why not just say three full walls, right? Why should you then take the third wall and make it into a tefach? That's where I think they're saying it's Alach Moshe Messinai. I think.
Arba dal chad, kra lagufe, hashalahu tlat, atya hilchata grata l'shlishit. Okay, yeah, okay. So they have a tradition that the third one it can be even a tefach.
Okay,
The quinta tefach.
then we're doing another Yeshe.
No, we have to explain why this whole thing is about Rabbi Shimon. We're not going on to another thing. We're explaining Rabbi Shimon savar besukot sukot sukot
No, right, and then
kan shesh
yeah,
dal chad
correct.
kra lagufa.
Right, Dalchad Kralagufe. You got to subtract one to show you that that you're actually chayiv in sukkah, right? You have to have like one sukkah needs to come for itself,
Mm.
right? And pashulu arba, so you pashulu arba. Wait, you have six. No, you have
Yeah, hare kan shesh.
Dalchad Lagufe, pashulu arba. Oh, that gives you four left. And then Asu al Chasa, right, the Revius. And then the Lachman Shusina tells us to reduce it one wall down.
Ukme a tefach.
And then this next piece is another. Now Rabbi Akiva is going to another. I think he's
Yeah,
going
we're
to.
going one by one. We're proving each person
Right,
has a shita in Emla Mikra
right,
that's different from Rabbana.
right.
I'm just trying to understand what Rabbi Shimon's thing on Sukkot was. The rabbis don't darshan the fact that there is a chaser. He does,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why he comes to his opinion that it's three and a tefach.
Right.
Okay,
Doesn't get into it. If you go to the Gemara and Sukkah, gets more deep into this argument, I believe.
I wouldn't know. I never learned the Gemara in Sukkot.
I did long, long, long time ago.
I believe you.
Long, long time.
Okay, Rabbi Akiva.
Yeah.
Rabbi Akiva Datanya. Rabbi Akiva Omer Minayin LeRevi'it Dam Shiyatza Mishnei Metim Shemetame Ba'ohel. So if you have a couple of ounces of blood that come from two different dead people,
Yeah.
that's enough to make the entire building impure. Shneimar al kol nafashot met lo yavo shtei nafashot v'shir echad v'rabanan naf, nafashot kativ, right? So it's written chaser
Right.
matkif le Rab Acha bar Yaakov.
This is separate. This is another. I think this is another point now. Um, oh, now the Gemara is going to ask. Now that we established that everyone believes Yeshem Lamikra, now the Gemara is going to go into a new thing of: is there anyone who doesn't believe Yeshem Lamikra? So now I think we just concluded going through all the shitas of showing Yeshem Lamikra.
Hmm.
We can continue this piece next week if you want, because I think it's a new start here.
Um,
I think now it's just going to go through. I think it's going to do the same thing except everything's going
Eila
to be.
de kula alma yesh em lamikra.
Where does it say that?
Next line.
Does oh
Yeah, it's gonna go through all of them all over again.
so fun.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
We will continue next week.
Looking forward.
Oh, we have comments. RJ was here. Sanhedrin Tamid with advertisements. What a world. Shoot, where am I going to get a pigeon these days? I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay.
Probably the pasuk about
Chronot.
yeah.
Okay. No. Goodbye, people.